What is going on, family? Hope you do. Great to be back. Hope you're doing well. Got a crazy show for you today. Let me see who we got in the building. Just share my presentation. Let's share this whole entire screen, guys. By the way, everyone, it is wonderful to be back. I thought I'd do the show differently today. No lazy journalism. I consider myself as a top tier journalist these days. And let's effing go, guys. Guys, listen, there is the perfect storm, I kid you not, of crazy events that just wants to make us shitload of money. And first of all, greetings to everyone. I can see Muzz in the building. I can see Mr. West in the building. I just played football tonight, by the way. That's why I'm a little bit late. Evening, fams. From the sick bed. Oh, man. What happened, bro? I hope you're feeling well. I hope you get better soon as well, man. Caveman in the building. Big up yourself, brother. Yeah, guys, smash the like. I can see him. Belt in the building. The whole family's here. And isn't it weird? I think I should go away more often. Hi, Belter. I hope you're well. What is happening? BKN market cap for RWA T13. I'll look into that in a second. I've got an agenda for us. B tweets in the building. Holy crap. I missed you guys so much, man. I took a week out with the family to de-stress. You be in the building. Come on, you Gunnar. Big up yourselves. My brother UB. Of course, Kosa in the building. Yeah. And to everyone else, I'd like to extend my wonderful greetings to you all. We are making money. Welcome back, OG. My brother, how are you, bro? I know you had a holiday as well. Hope you had a nice break. Nacho, yeah, I've just posted about Nacho actually, Rockna. It's just got a Tangent wallet integration. What's happening, Chris? Family in the building. I kid you not, man. Chris is just one of the realest, funniest guys. Big Yeti enjoying his time in Italy. Good to see you, bro. I see you there pushing Ferraris. So, yeah, the whole family's here. We'll get on with the show. I just want to say hi to everyone. Yo, KC in the building. Yeah, it was amazing, man. Look, talking about, the little ones, seeing the joys on their, the joy on their face. Because most of the time as fathers and as parents, even mothers and fathers, you're balancing the green candles with that family life. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It was just something I wanted to share with you. It just hit me because I didn't have plans to actually just randomly take off on a holiday, but I have a five-year-old girl, and she came into my studio one day as I was just about to do a video, and she was excited. She had something to show me, and I was like, let me do the video or whatever. And then I realized, wait a minute, I just turned my daughter away because of crypto. And guys, listen, it'll all be over because the fact is, many of us will make it to the, when you make it to your first 100K, your first 100K is going to set the course for the rest of your crypto life, investment life, financial freedom. Many of us actually think that you've got to get to the $1 million to actually have a good lifestyle. But it's not true. And what do I mean by that? So if you had, like, say, for example, $1,000 and you got the best 10% paying savings account, at the end of the 12 months, you'll only save what? $100? Peanuts. If you had the same concept and you took you saved 10% on a savings account for about a year on a 10K savings, you'd make $1,000. Nothing. But once you get to the $100,000 level, all of a sudden, first of all, compounding that to $1 million, it's not many steps. You could easily 10x that. Number one. Number two, for many of us, we'll be back in the bear market with a fantastic shopping list, buying the blood. And so that road to freedom is not complicated. I think the understanding is always making sure we get there. But listen, I've got tons of stuff. I hope I've greeted everybody. Ram, Big Chris in the building. My brother Steven is in the building. What do you think about Not AI? I'll go back to all of these, bro. Gary Network as well. Yeah, Lewis in the building. So many of you in the building, but I just wanna give you all my shout outs. We'll go through some coins. Just feeling rough, snotty nose. Yeah, I hope you listen. I was sick the whole week before that, bro, and it's horrible. And also as well, I think in Europe, there's just that seasonal weather change now. Autumn's on the way. Leaves are falling. But yeah, bro. Big up first appearance. Yeah, definitely. Family always comes first. Yeah, so listen, the rest of you, greetings. And oh man, what up, brother? Exciting times. Absolutely, Matt. Good to see you, bro. These I wish. Yeah, just landed on our X page. Oh wow, bro. I'll check that out as well, bro. I'll check that out. Cubic. Yo, what's up? Prince, what's going on? All right. Yeah, the baguettes were nice. Kuma in the building. What's going on, my brother? Hope you're well. The game of crypto. Yeah, next week. I'm free next week, brother. I'm back finally, bro. And love to have you, man. I'm so sorry. I know you've been patient with me. But yeah, let's do a collab next week, which will be fire. And finally, Savage said, hi, bro. The baguettes were nice. Yeah, no, I didn't try the frog. But anyway, let's get it. So everyone, I wanted to talk about, before we obviously talk about individual projects, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Well, first of all, we are still in a fantastic place overall in terms of these metrics, which have obviously been always proven incredibly accurate, taking a number of different measurements into where we are. And this is, if you look at 2021, which is obviously the last cycle, you go through 2021 and you can see how heated these metrics get. And the interesting thing here is you could potentially use this as a very good gauge into completely exiting the market. All right. And you can see where we are right now. Crypto has no retail at all, by and large. I mean, YouTube views and everything else, even though they've been increasing lately, they are incredibly down. The first topic I wanted to talk about tonight is SUI. All right. So I did release a buy alert for SUI, and that was around 74 to 76 cents. Now, prior to that, of course, I've been in CETAs for a very long time, and it's now recently hit an all-time high. It's gone absolutely ridiculous. But here's an important date for you to consider. SUI has almost 70 million tokens unlocking, and you can see the price is actually going the opposite direction, right? Having said that, this is a total of around $125 million. All right. Now, some of you obviously have been asking me quite a lot what you want to, whether SUI could be a good play for this cycle. It very much is. I think SUI is one of those projects, and I've put relatively safe layer one that can actually, you can afford to put a sizable bet if it comes back down. And from a chart perspective, I think we should see a cool off. All right. So we should obviously see projects like Sui coming back down to earth a little bit. Things have been incredibly bullish so far because of the fact that Sui has been going very well against Bitcoin. All right. So this is the Sui Bitcoin chart, guys. And no other crypto in the last 90 days has obviously done this to Bitcoin. All right. So you can see here, it has absolutely skyrocketed. And, my only consideration here is if you want to get into Sui, you just have to sit and watch where the price goes now. But with that unlock happening of over 125 million, I think you will get a chance. So don't stress about missing Sui or Cetus. Just wait for the right time to enter this. And I do believe that I'm always going to maintain we will see a dip in the market, no matter what. All right. So that's Sui out of the way. In terms of the other thing I wanted to show you was the last 7 days, you've seen your AI bags go absolutely insane. When's the Sui unlock? So it's on the 20. So it's happening actually. Should be today. Yeah, so Sui unlock is literally today. So you can see the price has actually gone the opposite direction, which is quite interesting. It's quite faint there. Let me bring crypto rank. Yeah, I was happy today, man. I scored about 4 goals. So it's got up to 180, which was expected, but you can see that massive cup and handle. Sui has just been absolutely incredible. In 3 days' time. So there is a bit of conflict. Yeah, it should be 3 days' time. And it's a big one. It's a monumental one. It's not. Even though for the size of Sui, I mean, 83 million tokens, 154 million, $52 million on October the 3rd. So this could be the perfect storm for Sui just to do a nice Fibonacci retrace. And once you get that last chance, I would say do not FOMO, because of course you've got to build a bag. Most people don't have big money just lying around. Because some of them are obviously you've got allocations already existing. But yeah, this should be a decent one. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how we can take advantage of any further dips. All right. So that's Sui for you. But I'm just going back to this. And if you wanted to know what narratives, and of course, there's a reason why I've got a few AI tokens in my AI bags here. Let me just. AI is absolutely going to rock, and early indicators are, whereas in the past when I track the meme coins have always and meme coins are coming back up in the last 7 days. The most profitable sector has once again switched to meme coins. But if we talk about pure fundamentals, you're starting to see narratives develop here, guys. So AI should be well allocated. Ordinals, BRC20s, don't fade that, because as Bitcoin goes into price discovery, this entire AI sector will absolutely kick off. And of course, meme coins 16% in the last 7 days. Identity, I mean, these are D-side. These are extremely right down to the wire narratives of where things are going. And of course, Gamify is all the way there at 7%. And then you've obviously got some other narratives like Friendtech, and obviously Gamblefy has actually gone the opposite direction. All right. So AI, and I will include Deepin into that list as well. AI is going to be incredibly interesting. Now, what's leading my AI bags? I've got AGI, Based AI, AI Tech. I don't really think you need to have more than 2 to 3 plays maximum. It is almost inconceivable. And if you're not in these three, another tactic you can do is if one of them runs before the other, just secure some profits. I still believe these are within 30 to 50x range, probably closer to the 30x range than they are into the 50x range. But I'd be happy to take any of those, at those kind of prices. Now, interestingly, I had one Degen AI score that did really well for me, and this is a base play called Eagle AI, and Eagle AI is not for, it's for trading, number one. And let me just show you EAI. I haven't really spoken about this. I found this at an ultra low market cap, and you can see here when I posted the alert, I think the price was just all the way here, and it just caught wind. It's actually my best performing altcoin in the entire portfolio. I've taken my initials out. I'm just riding a free bag. Now, what makes this interesting as a Degen play is the fact that, first of all, majority of these AI tokens don't have docs teams, and this has a very, very good team, as far as I know. They're all available on LinkedIn. They've put their faces there, and you can't really say that much about any of these Degen plays. In addition to that, this is actually built on Base, and one other thing that I found about this project is they've actually got a Google grant, and I'm not saying just they're in like Google partnership. They obviously got a grant, startup certified with a 200K grant from Google themselves. So all in all, a very good micro cap in my opinion, and that was the logic of having that as an additional AI. But most of you would know about these projects anyway. I can't include everything that we hold in the community. And yeah, so let's continue. I've got a few developments from, for example, Alephium. Alephium has just been doing its rounds. It hasn't actually exploded yet, but when it does, it will move quite significantly, and I think I have a reason to believe that it will. So narratives wise, we've covered AI. If you were in any doubt, the performance of AI when the market is trending up is gonna be quite good. Now, at the beginning, I did say to you that we are going into an uncharted waters in terms of the explosive nature of the market, even after the pullback. Okay, so this is this whole thing about FTX. So we're expecting obviously this 16 billion of tokens, of paybacks to FTX. So CC have said, has said, obviously, this is all taking you all the way back to 2023. Binance have not sold BTC or BNB, and they even still have a bag of FTT. Okay, FTT is going to be a feature because people are expecting that 16 billion to be written straight away. Where does that lead us? With FTT money coming into the market, I don't think we see that all in one go. I mean, it's incredibly impossible to press the button and for that to be dispersed. We're probably going to see that money in the new year. Having said that, for those that obviously there's going to be stages of payments. October is going to be incredible. And here's a few reasons why. So 16 billion from FTX coming into the market. You've got liquidity from China. Of course, CC Binance, I don't think he moves the needle alone, but there could be some resurgence over there, more activity. And here's what we're seeing. Liquidity markets are stabilizing. So a lot of these low caps that by this logic, a lot of the low caps that we hold are literally going to see incredible growth. So if your coin is not moving now, and again, a lot of people have the tendency to buy what's moving, and that way you never build wealth. There's a lot of money coming into this space for the first time in many years. All right. So just be aware of that. And as long as you're obviously aware of that, we're talking about the China money supply. I'm already seeing a lot of meme plays coming from the east. You saw Deng, the meme out there from Thailand, the hippo. We're starting to see those crazy memes return as well. All right. And yeah, I mean, look, overall, I'm pretty confident in terms of what I'm holding right now. You might see dog go to the moon, right? And I'm paying attention to Bitcoin plays, and of course, I will release a few of the other ones that I have to the community. But my allocations have not changed in terms of my convictions, and I do have my top cryptos as follows. Alephium in this portfolio is my largest holding. AGI has grown significantly because I bought the lows. Based AI, for me, that is a sure bet, as sure as I could be in terms of an AI play that goes well over $100. And AI tech, with a video that I talked about the other day, there's a focus on data centers. And the data centers that Microsoft and BlackRock are building right now could play into their hands as a news narrative. And of course, Heroes of Marvia, again, I can't hold every token. I did go from 60 tokens to about 20, which is good. I've consolidated a lot of plays. Of course the Discord group knows, and the Patreons know exactly what I hold in terms of a dollar value. I'll never hide that from you. But we're lucky to be here, guys. And I believe this portfolio can 20x minimum in this cycle. And that's well over $1 million from its current value. And you can see here, just with an allocation in this portfolio, my total ALF holdings is around, between the two portfolios, I think around $60,000. But I can easily see that going into the $50 range. So all of a sudden, we're sitting on big money, guys. We're sitting on an incredible amount of money. And no matter what people throw at you in the next few days, weeks, and months in the up and coming dip, you just have to remember this. The altcoin buy cycle has started to curl up a little bit. Okay. We may see this coming under this green, what I call this green buy zone. And that's going to happen. So it's shot up, and not surprised at all. In the last week, it went well above this line. And we're starting to return to this line. You can see we've curled up slightly, but I can see us coming back into this 10K territory. And that 10K territory for altcoins, you can see here, Bitcoin over here, it says obviously we're still nowhere near the, near that top, but we're very close to it. All right. So do not despair if you're feeling left alone right now in this cycle. Shocktober, as I'm just seeing the comment by Paul, we've got a few key dates coming up, and these dates are incredibly important. We now have to wait for the job market report, and we have to wait for the housing report as well. So that's going to be, could I see a scenario where we dip back? Potentially. No doubt. But it then gives us this massive opportunity to buy, your Swees, your Alves, your Casper, whatever you're eyeing. So we should see it that way. So I'll now return to your question, guys. Thank you for listening to that. I hope you find that useful, because I think this overall, you can see here, meme coins as well. Shiny Degen tokens recently traded by Degens. You got stuff like Nero on Ethereum with that much volume. So ETH will be back as well, guys. All right. And with that being said, I will now I had one for layer one as well, but I haven't seen that dashboard. Let me take some of your questions. It's a fantastic buy opportunity. So where do I begin? Let me see. I had a few questions up here. I'll go back to Steve's question. Yeah, please write any questions, guys. I do apologize if I can't see all your questions. What do you think about not AI? To be fair, I actually don't know about not AI, and it's not one of the ones I've heard of. So we'll check it out together, brother. 12 million. You can see almost fully diluted. BNB Smart Chain. Wow, it's down. So recently launched. I'm sure they've probably had some kind of an airdrop or pre-sale. Let's see what they're solving. First AI-based super app built on Telegram. So first of all, I can tell you the super app narrative or the app narrative within AI is quite congested. But you can see here, they mentioned they've got teams from the likes of TikTok, Binance, Bybit, OKX, FTX. Not sure if they want to put that down. But the website looks good firsthand. It's almost fully diluted. And if we have a look at let's see these markets. So yeah, KuCoin launch possibly, and Gate.io, not bad places to come out of. Most of the volume is going through KuCoin. AI socials. So basically, Web3 assistant. Okay, so AGI. It's got elements of that. AI copy trading, AI portfolio manager. So here's my only problem with this. The tokenomics are good. Not bad exchanges. Built on the BNB Smart Chain. And my only problem is the AI games team is doxed, which is good. Launchpad, yeah. So this is a decent launch. ChainGPT and Seedify. So it could pump. I think this is one for watching. I would just want to see where their overall activities. Now let's check out their socials, because sometimes you look at these projects, it's easy to dismiss them. Normally what I do with something like this, I would just balance it with the community. Holy crap, look at their following. Nearly 1 million followers on X. Now, is that organic? I don't know. For something so new, 18th of September. So this is launched September, is it? September 18th this year. Yep. Yeah, no, thank you. That it's worth a watch. Backed by OKX and Google Cloud supported. Yeah, no, decent. Yeah, just keep it on the watch list. Yeah, and the next question. So I hope that answers your question, brother. Gary Network, Disclosure Crypto. What's happening, bro? Let's have a look at my main man, Gary. I think you've asked me about this one before. Of course, Gary Network is an OG coin. See, the thing is, their launch was absolutely terrible because of the timing. It's just the start of the bear market. Obviously got completely sold off, and you can see the chart is dead. Now, if you looked at that, you probably would have said, what a piece of crap. But you come forward, and the only reason to hold this, I think, is if you held it from 2022. But it's not. I mean, I know Gary Network, it's on Solana, $5 million market cap. Yeah, I don't think it's a good investment personally. World's largest Web3, AV, audio and video live streaming platform. I think this narrative has suffered. This narrative was completely shot to pieces by the what's his name? What's that guy? K, whatever his name is, that YouTuber who had a similar project. Yeah, I'm not bullish on this. To be honest, I'd rather have something that is more broad. This is way too niche. So yeah, Gary Network is not for me. And I think you should, if you bought this in 2022, you're probably down. You should have held it and trade out of it. If you're looking to buy it right now, unless obviously there's anything else that's happening, yeah, I wouldn't invest into this right now. Bro said Nacho, I missed it when it was cheap. Still a good buy. You know what? I'm not actually in any KRC20 meme coins. Nacho was my #1 pick for the mint. The KRC20 mints were horrific in their first launch, and the second launch I never got involved in it. Fair enough, people will make tons of money, and I know people are up incredibly on it. Just because I'm not in it, it doesn't mean it's a good investment. I just don't have any metrics on it. I don't know what the market cap is right now. I assume it's gone well quite nicely. But what I would say is I've just posted a Tangent integration that they announced. Let me show you. Did I repost that? I probably did. Guys, I'm not going to ask you to join my calls, but I will ask you to follow me on X if you can. So this is a very good news for Nacho. KRC20 support is not yet, but it's coming soon. So this was posted by Nacho themselves, and this is incredibly bullish for this project. So if you want to get into Nacho, if you hold Nacho, just wait for that news, because the moment you can take custody away from those bots and Casware wallet and all of that bullshit, you'll feel a lot better about your investment. But I saw this and I reposted that. And I think it's an incredible, if you can hold this on cold storage, you'll be very bullish. But yeah, just look into it, Lewis. Check out the market cap. And I don't even know, is it listed on CoinGecko? Yeah, so it's probably on. Let's check. Let's go to Dex Screener here. Nachos. Yeah, there's no KRC20 track in here. So yeah, for now, just go to the usual source and check it out. Would you wait for Carrot after the big unlock? Yes, I think I did a video about this recently, bro. And I said I have been buying at the bare barrels, like the bottoms of the dip, and then obviously Alex Becker just came out and sent it back to the original kind of price, where I started the DCA from 61 all the way down to like 20 something, 26 or 28, I can't remember. So Carrot is 600 million FDV, and the quality, again, this is what I consider. I mean, look at these lows here. This is like 27, 27.5. So these were the lows, okay? What I would say is this a good project to DCA into? Yes, I think this is a multi-cycle play. When they start onboarding all of those millions on base, I think this does really well. It's a Coinbase launch. Again, it's one of these that you talk about, and the community obviously doesn't really look into it because of the horrible tokenomics. But on the 29th, or the 19th, sorry, they will have an unlock. And it's a decent size unlock. I don't see anything changing for me in terms of buying this like between now and then, because I've done majority of the DCAs at the low. But what I would say is this is a healthy breakout from these lows. granted, that unlock in 19 days should have some kind of an impact, because you've got only 11% circulating. Yeah. So the answer to your question is, yep, definitely wait for this unlock to materialize, because put that into your calendar, see where the price is. It's almost like SUI, right? And again, you raised a very important question there, Case. You buy when they're cheap, of course, then they have the pump, and then there's an eventual cool off. That's the way the cycle always runs and repeats itself. But important question here is it a longer term play? We sell in the cycle as either as a trade if it pumps incredibly hard, and then get back into it in the bear market. So yeah, it's wise. I like that point. Thank you for that, man. It's really, I appreciate that. But yeah, guys, Carrot is incredible. The discussion was always, is Carrot something that can catch fire amongst the millions of normies that will come into crypto eventually? I would go as far as saying Carrot has a lot more mainstream appeal than any other crypto project that I know, along with, for example, Marvia and Ganzilla. Oh, sorry, Off the Grid. And this is purely because you've got all of the elements that could make this. And again, the Carrot token, and the reason why they've obviously launched the Carrot token will also have other games, not just My Pet Hooligans. But this stuff is epic. And I think from a mainstream adoption, you should take a long-term view without having to FOMO into this one. You can actually build a strategic bag for financial freedom with several of these investments. So yes, Carrot is and will be a fantastic investment. I just think that the time that you trade is going to be very, very critical. Let's see. bro wants to know. Boom, boom, boom. What else is happening? Yeah, this is a good one to pick up, actually. So let's talk about the whole, one of my favorite projects or twin projects, and that is Pepe Coin. So a lot of people, a lot of friends as well, there's obviously a talk about based AI right now, and Pepe Coin, and you can see what B is saying here is the 87% supply burn, supply shock has begun. And whether they achieve 87%, 20% will be fantastic, just because of the fact that there's only 100 million tokens, 120 million tokens in circulation. Total supply, max supply, 133 million. And obviously that's going to be, look at the trading volume. It's 4.4 million. The Pepe that they want to take over, the OG Pepe, is literally, it's just had more trading volume than even the likes of MakerDAO and projects like that. Now let's have a look. Let's have a look at Pepe Coin. Pepe. All right, so Pepe Coin's not here, but the market cap of Pepe Coin right now is 400 million. Yeah, 400 million fully diluted. Sorry, 300 million. They just literally want to, they want to get to the Pepe. They want to overtake the Pepe, the fake Pepe as they call it. Could it achieve that? Possibly. This has one of the best teams. Although I think the OG, this Pepe here is just it's ridiculous to actually think this is now just four zeros. Unbelievable. I remember this being over 9 or 8 zeros. I can't remember what it was. So yeah, the burn starts today, and I would say to that, burn, baby, burn. Good shout, bro. Y8U AI. Samson said, Y8. I mean, with first of all, I mean, with a name like that, Y8U, interesting, up 23%. So Sam, it looks like you've obviously what 600k market cap. Damn, gem hunter in the building. Total supply, max supply, total supply, max supply. It's weird, man. You're definitely a gem hunter. I have no idea what this is, but we're gonna respect it, and we're gonna take a look. Trade live, Gate and Mexi. Man, there's too many AI coins. Why are you not fungible? Decentralized protocol to build a human's blockchain. So I can tell you right now, there's too many of these floating around, and yeah, I don't think you should be looking at this. The only reason why you would look at this is if you're looking for extreme aggressive gains and you're willing to take the risk, which I respect. I am a Degen. I have been proven wrong many times, but our partners, okay, Nuclei, Aether. All right, okay, 600k. I mean, look, this is not going to pull up any trees. I'd put that money instead in AI tech. Having said that, you've obviously got Gate and Mexi listings right off the bat. If this was completely on Pancake Swap, I would have just dismissed it. So it's probably worth a watch, I would say. So thank you for that, bro. I'll investigate that a bit more, see if it pops off. Yo, Mo, what's happening, bro? Long time, been busy reallocating, mining that USDT as always. And of course, it's always great to have you here, bro. Have I changed my opinion on GFAL after the recent run? So the reason I think I sold about 600k tokens or something along those lines, but I still do hold about, I think I still have about 400k GFAL in my bag. So I'm not out of the project. It's just that I've sold a significant amount, 60% of what I was holding. It has doubled since the last time we spoke about it, but my thoughts are the same. I mean, look at that. That's a nice pump. That's very good. It's showing you that it's off its bottom recently. They've relocated to Dubai. They've tweeted about the project, and they've changed the website. These are all positive. I think it pumps in a gaming narrative. So considering that 400k bag is still quite significant, I haven't given up on my GFAL. But is it I would say in terms of the dollar value, is it the top gaming project that I'm holding right now? And the answer is no. That would be Heroes of Mardia. So I'm here for the pump. See, what I've done there is just kind of de-risk because I had too much money into this project. And but yeah, my conviction in terms of this potentially hitting $1 has not changed. It could pump extremely well, but it's not really where probably the bear market or 2023. I was making content on it day after day because my whole thesis was, this was gonna, despite the unlocks, it would improve quite significantly. So they need to impress us. Bro said, yeah, DAI. So DAI, man, I think I was actually quite early to this project. If you look at the channel, I've done one of the first DAI videos across the whole of crypto YouTube, a dedicated AI video where I've put this as a potential gem. I subsequently released a couple of buy alerts for this, and then I traded it because I had to clear my decks with the amount of tokens I was holding. But if you look at the performance in the last 7 days, considering So this is the last 7 days. So if you saw that, obviously you would have thought this on a longer time frame. This is an incredible um, uh, performance at 32 cents, 31 millions. The whole zero labs, the team, what they're trying to achieve. I think it could be a big project. It could be a dark horse for sure. You may ask me where I took the money or the profits that I took from Zero Labs, and I've consolidated that into a split between AGI and Based AI. Would I get back into it if the opportunity presents itself again? I may look at this again, but yeah, decent project. And I think this one pushes hard as well in the AI narrative. Considering, guys, we've got to remember this. In the last 7 days, AI has actually increased as an entire narrative by 48%. So this is the best performing sector of the market in the last 7 days. That's why your AI backs, I mean, AGI went from 11 cents to 21 cents. So yeah, definitely these will pump. Professor said Mintlay is a shit coin. Yeah, Mintlay has had that many times before, bro. UV's going in. Looking to get one more position into a project. I'm thinking of either Octa, Alpha, or Based AI. All three great projects. Of course, you know my feelings. Alpha is my biggest holding, as I've showed you. Not too far behind Based AI. And of course, I've had Tariq on the channel. Octaspace is a very good project. MAGA and S-Trump. Yeah, short-term plays. Chris, 100%, bro. And if you look at this, let's go into, let me show you something. I posted something today about Politify. And I think political memes will come back. And of course, Trump was around $2 when I sent those alerts, I think a couple of times last week or the week before. But it's an interesting space here. So you've only got one opportunity to play with this, and that is into the election, and you have to get out of it. Like literally, I know some people tend to forget, or I don't know how it happens, but selling is quite difficult. This is an extremely, extremely attractive sector, Politify. And I wouldn't rule any of these out. I mean, this is probably the last 7 days. Tucker Carlson went up by 122%, MAGA 79%. So really, I mean, Trump here 35%, but the market caps are still low. I mean, if you look at, for example, S-Trump here, it's actually gone down by 1%, $11 million in market cap. You got R&T here. You know, we've got to put Andrew Tate, even though that's on the celebrity side, but I think he'll have opinions about the election. And then the rest is just all speculative. You know, there's some real, like some of these are already dead, in my opinion. So what I would say is you've got to look at the top of the the top of that, like you said, MAGA is probably the safer bet, and I think S-Trump or something along those lines will pump really, really hard. Smash a like, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are getting any help with this. Yeah, we talked about DAI. Casper, always take a short nap. Yeah, waiting for all these VC coins. Look, Casper right now is coiling up. Now, the KRC20. So for anyone comparing Casper, for example, to Sui, I mean, look at this. This chart has been incredible. Casper has probably made me the most money this cycle. And some people do ask me, are you completely off Casper? What's going on with your Casper bags? Have you sold Casper? I haven't. I hold what I consider to be a generational bag of Casper. Now, the moment right now, it's just going, it's within that channel, but I haven't seen any significant dips. If it pulls back, I mean, like we've always said, you would see probably Casper around that 14 cents. You might see Sui at $1.20. So yeah, Casper is doing Casper. Bro said I need some Marvia. Yeah, get some Marvia, bro, because Marvia under $2 is an attractive buy. The thing about Marvia that no one really talks about is, yeah, you've got all of these other games, but it actually has a real life. There's people making money on Marvia right now as we speak, and people were doing that with Axie in the last cycle. You can see here, of course, crypto Twitter now, positive engagement. Yeah, things are creeping up. Now, what I would say is the earthquake for Marvia is going to be on that Binance listing. A lot depends on that. And I think it's only a matter of time, because you can actually trade this on the Binance futures if you wanted to. So if you go to exchanges, you won't see it here. You got your standard exchanges here, but perpetual Binance is literally, you can actually look. We just have to go here. Look at the volume here, $14 million. The last 24 hours of trading volume for Binance is up 186% for Heroes of Marvia. So for that reason, who make this complicated? It's only a matter of time. They've got their bags, they've been adding to their wallets, and once that happens, you're gonna get a massive tsunami that will send this to anything between $50 to $100 or even more. I think that's how ridiculously good Marvia is. So yeah, do not ignore your Marvia bag. I know people are getting impatient. The worst enemy for most people are themselves. Like, people actually don't like to hold long term, because there's a human element about trading your bags. And all the crypto millionaires that I know have held their tokens for a long period of time. And I know people will say to you, the smart ones amongst you will go and take a 10x here, or go and Degen there, or do a bit of futures. And that's all okay, but it's got to come back to the pot. There's no point of doing any research and not sticking to that conviction, especially when people work out where a project could go in the bull market. So when people say, oh, is Marvia a good investment? Can Marvia be, can we get a tier 1 listing? And then they come up with a bunch of Degen tokens. I would always say, what are you talking about? Marvia is already listed on on Binance. Bro said Sui's okay. Yeah, AGI AI Tech will print for sure. 100%. Yeah, listen, he's got 170 plus thousand Ethereums from the sacrifice. So I don't see why it wouldn't do well at all. What is going on, Hamza? Finally, bro. Sold all my SPA for based AI Tech. I'm telling you, bro, you will make that money back. What a legend. Always good content, neighbor. Yo, what's happening, bro? Thank you so much, man. Much appreciated. Much love, bro. I'm here for the people, man. Shocktober, bruv. Yes, Paul. Shockwaves. Hobby opinion on why Alf is dragging a bit. I don't think it's dragging. I think the entire market is kind of, for me, hasn't all pumped together. And there's several reasons. I was actually looking into some of the reasons why this is happening. And if you look at what's going on, let me just show you a couple of things. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is the founder of Alephium. All right. Of course, this is all about Power Summit Edition on hash rate. You've got to really be in the project to know exactly what's going on. And for me, I mean, I've tweeted about this countless times for Alephium. You've got to have a long-term view with where the price is sitting right now, because for me, the price is just sitting there and waiting to absolutely explode. Now, the lag, the hash rate the price doesn't always follow the hash rate immediately. But what I've been noticing is the hash rate is just skyrocketing. So this is a very good tweet. I don't know if you guys can see this with me, but so the price action is stable enough, right? But the hash rate isn't. So since the start of September, that has continued on its parabolic run. Now, what you would see, and again, I invested in Casper quite early, and when the miners started to get involved at a large scale, you didn't see, Casper was always around 4 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents, nothing more. And then you saw a massive explosion, a rocket that just took off. And this is what this tweet is actually talking about here. So the price is remaining rather relatively bouncing between $1.5 to 180, 179, 170, and then it's just ranging right now. But what I would say is the hash rate has gone absolutely ballistic, and it literally almost quadrupled. Now, what that means is the flurry of obviously activities occurring in the ecosystem, with some projects launching or numerous projects launching themselves. And then, of course, they've just had their hackathon this month. Additionally, Alf demonstrated a large community forming around the growth, and it appears to be attracting attention of certain notable figures. Now, obviously, these are promising signs to complement the technology of this rising star. And again, this is what you're seeing in terms of the hash power. Look at this, 19th of August. If you said the same thing back in May, I would say, yeah, you know what? It was actually quite small, but now Alephium miner stats are creeping up. So yeah, first the hash rate goes nuts, and then the price follows. Yo, Clint, Bafana. My Ali for AI tech. Okay. At a loss on their Twitter. Looks like they're very active. Collaborated with Solana Mobile. Is 40 cents possible? So let's have a look. Artificial liquid intelligence is what you're referring to, right? So this is a token I held throughout the bear market, and at one point, the kind of the discussion was which one was going to be bigger, Fetch AI or artificial liquid intelligence. And listen, 40 cents, I mean, is possible. Let's have a look at their Twitter. I went out of this in 2023, never really looked back. I don't really follow the project anymore. Alethea AI is to pronounce the collaboration with Solana Mobile. It's hard to say. I mean, I think, could it pump? Potentially. So interesting stuff. You can see obviously the guys are enjoying a nice kebab. Look, I don't know how to say this, but sometimes, look, Hamza talked about selling his SPA for based AI tech, and AGI. Sometimes the worst thing you can do is to hold on to a coin. Now, considering how far down you are, obviously, I don't know your exact entry point or your break-even point, but I would say it's really a personal preference. Ali has done nothing for me prior to this. I sold it at profit. And of course, there's this whole thing about the Solana mobile, Solana phone 2, which is going to be, by the way, this is going to be quite good. It's almost like actually cold storage. I know it's a completely different subject right now. It's an Android phone with what they call the seed vault. So yeah, listen, that's a bullish move for them, brother. But as to whether you sell it, that's just going to come from your personal conviction into what you're selling it for. And in this case, I think AI tech will outperform this, massively. I don't need any more, but opportunities. I just need gains for once. Absolutely, bro. My brother. Yeah, Richard Hart is not. Yeah, probably he's starting to deploy those good, juicy Ethereum sacrifice bags, which are huge. Ray said, do you think selling some SUI in anticipation of a drop in price and then buy back cheaper is too risky? It really depends. I think, listen, if you've been in it, from the lows, yeah, you can remove, I would say, a good 10, 20% and just see what happens. It's a very good strategy. If you're super, that is, if you wanted to kind of take advantage of any price movements, but it could also happen the other way where they eat these massive unlocks purely because of the market makers. But yeah, I would take some profit off the top around that 180, $2 price. I think it hits $2 and then it cools off a little bit. See how many likes we got. What do you think of CarnX? So Samson, I do like that project. I talked about it previously. Very good team based over there in Switzerland, and this is what I consider to be a category of its own of supercomputers. So CarnX, Dynex, for example, is more diversified in terms of GPUs, AI, and other possibilities. But $47 million, this has obviously come down significantly. If you look at the price action, and in the last kind of few months, let's see what it's done. It really needs you see right now, it's not really pulling up any trees. Game-changing layer 1, built on BNB code, any language, quantum resistant attacks. So I think this is a cycle too early, in my personal opinion. I think we'll get the true definition of the entire, supercomputing movements. It's a multi-cycle play. And of course, you can see here they are building. It could do really well. Official blockchain partner for Renault Group, Alpine Esports. So this is a big project, and you can see obviously they've had some really, really good big partnerships. So yeah, at the moment, I mean, personally, it's on my watch list. But I want to see how this narrative develops. Let's see what they're talking about on their Twitter. Let's give them a follow. I think it does have fundamentals purely because of the money behind it. And that team based out of Switzerland is pretty good. So yeah, it's probably one to definitely keep on your watch list. Zigzag man, wagwan. Hey bro, can you check your AI? Man, these AI names are mental, bro. Your AI, my AI, mere AI, YAI, SAI, based AI, AGI. Yo, I feel like we could make a DMX track out of this. What's the ticker here? Your AI. Beautiful ticker. 33% pump. Bloody hell, man. Ooh, after a big nosedive, 700K, 15 million fully diluted, probably only on Uniswap, no Gate.io, Radium, it's on Solana. Your AI is probably another super app. Let's see what's happening in the recent times. It's been picking up. Solid performance in the last month. AI driven. Okay, e-commerce. So that's different. Content layer for e-commerce built on Bitcoin and Solana. Grandiose. This is where I start to see who is behind this. How? So basically, they're looking to disrupt this booming 8 trillion e-commerce market by 2026. Brands such as Apple and Samsung struggle with content control, accuracy online. Your AI empowers with full ownership and transparency. By giving e-commerce shops access to stream AI-driven personalized product content. Okay, we're not only enhanced, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so look, most of these big companies have the best marketing departments. So they probably have their own AI applications on the go. So I don't see that as a disruption, purely because this is on the blockchain. That's where they are seeing this advantage. And Shopify application, code integration. Again, this is too niche. They could be generating some kind of maybe revenue. So the world's first AI content layer. So BRC20 tokenization for content and AI-driven personalized product content, smart reward mechanisms for. I will give you my answer. 6% pre-seed, 12% seed, private. So you're going to get, so KOLs are already onto this 15% unlocking at listing, 7.5% each month thereafter, public sale. Holy moly. So this is the cliff. Look, I would, right now, this is below $1 million. 15 million diluted, 500K, but it has gate and maximum listing. All-time chart doesn't look great, but you need to judge these in the last kind of 2 months. You could get a trade out of this, but why would you hold something like this, which is way too niche, in my opinion? I think this is what I mean about crypto being basically we're the VCs and we're buying a bunch of startups and we're seeing which one of these can be successful. And 90%, I mean, I don't know exact stats, but a lot of these projects have very high rate of failure. So is this an integration to Dmail? I mean, that's bullish if that is the case. Those of you who run businesses know Dmail, MailChimp, and all of those other marketing tools. HubSpot is another one. 70. So look, here's what I would say to you. You're probably looking at this because of the market cap at 700K currently. Could you get a pump? I mean, you can see it's such a small market cap, up 33%. Very high risk, high reward, I would say. But I wouldn't personally invest in it. I can see what they're trying to do. but it's just a hard sell. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, bro. Yeah, it does have big potential. I think it might be a cycle too early for that. So Moonwell is literally a moonbeam built base DEX, if I remember correctly. So I talked about the Well token before, fully diluted 170 million. Again, this was always in the conversation between this one and Aerodrome Finance is where you need to go for base. Lending. I've always liked this one, but I haven't invested in it. I think the chance of this doing well right now is quite slim, especially with what's happening with the with that entire ecosystem. And the other one is Camina. Is it? How do you say it? Camino. Yeah, again, I wouldn't touch this one. It's got such a low float right now, 1.3 billion in circulation out of 10 billion. But it is on Solana. So some of these DeFi protocols could do well. But again, you know, with the market cap of, for example, if you wanted just a play on Solana, I think you get $100 million. Let's have a look at Radium. You know, 500 million here, but I think Radium outperforms this, and even Jupiter. So yeah. Assalamu alaikum, bro. Hope you're doing well. Let's do it. Yeah, I just literally looking back at all of the comments. Good to see you, bro. I've been waiting for Mavia to drop since last week, but yeah, it's been creeping up. But at this point, you reckon any put? Yeah, of course. Everything's gonna listen. We are gonna. The rocket ship hasn't left the station yet. So, despite obviously all that you're seeing behind you, you know, around you, Mavia has done extremely well for the community so far. But of course, yeah, it's already had a massive cool off. I mean, I consider where it is now to where it's gonna go a massive, you know, there's a huge difference. So could you, I mean, I have bought Mavia above $2, and I've always said my cutoff point, if I needed to buy Mavia, would be around the $2 mark. $1.50 would be fantastic. Anything below would be wonderful. But where it is right now, I would say just, yeah, you can just DCA into it or just wait for a slight pullback. I think it's due for a little bit of a cool off. Yes, Freedom Fighter. What's happening, bro? Yeah, Cetus, look. The community know. I mean, for most people who missed this, it's just because it wasn't for lack of trying on my part. I talked about it today in my video where I said I did a whole research. There's an entire SUI research on the Patreon that I started last year, and I've always put the information there. But look, Cetus will cool down. But $60 million in market cap, yeah, 0.6 to fully diluted, and yeah, look at the trade. I mean, trading volume here is gonna go skyrocketing. If you think SUI goes towards that 50 to 100 billion mark, I think this would look absolutely cheap, but it will pull back with SUI. It will definitely pull back with SUI in the coming days for sure. If SUI does decide to give us a bit of a break. Send me a plate of nachos. Louis said it's on Cass. Last question here, bro said. Yeah, I think Tectum does go 15x from here. It probably does more, bro. For those of us that put money there, I did notice it's moving quite well. Yeah, look, both Tectum and and Shrap, shrapnel is here. Shrapnel was literally, I was buying shrapnel and sending buy alerts for shrapnel when everybody said shrapnel is dead, literally. And from the lows right now, it's actually one of the best performing tokens. I did the same with Creo Engine as well. Bought it at the absolute depth, when it was dumped by that French group. So it does give you fundamentals from, I remember some people buying shrapnel at 30 cents. So from that perspective, you've got to just keep at it. But yeah, I think both Tectum and shrapnel do well. Why not? From where we are. So bro said Wormhole and Athena are performing very well. Absolutely, bro. I mean, listen, you're obviously a legend because I by the way, guys, Mary is in our group. He's a Casper whale, he's a Tower whale, he's a project fundamentalist, and it's one of the few people that I go to, especially being, being a very good brother as well, who understand sometimes market cap should not deter you market cap should not deter what you invest in. Smart money is always talking about certain projects, and we eventually miss out because we've got a lot of what I consider to be Degen plays. But yeah, those are mega projects. I think they will go, some of them could actually even cause the next bear market. Does Carrot have a Docs team? I can't find them. Yeah, I mean they're too big to have a Docs team. It was a Coinbase launch, so yeah, you don't even need to see the individuals there. Yeah, Moon Tropica is sitting there. I mean, I've got 5% of this portfolio in Moon Tropica, and because I bought the lows, I've been just DCAing small amounts into it. It has grown to be that 5% and has performed really well. But I think once it gets a listing, right now you can only buy Moon Tropica on Uniswap. Yeah, so it does really well. Yeah, Carrot is the one that's gonna bring us the normies, and I think Off the Grid is the one that's gonna give us the season game gamers. Off the grid game is just ridiculous, man. And by the way, launch date 5 weeks from now, so this literally comes out during what I consider to be a ridiculous banana zone. Let's have a look. And obviously that then obviously leads the discussion into AVAX. AVAX is going to be huge, guys. You've got to start taking advantage of the AVAX ecosystem. Let's have a look and see what the news is here. Any announcements? So look, this is the kind of shit that they're going to bring to crypto. Gonzilla Games announces Grammy Award winner, Lonnie Belf as a composer to Off the Grid soundtrack. Yeah, so this is the other one. This is the other bit of news. If you want to look into Avalanche, that Avalanche have launched a combined 30 million funding for basically for projects to build on Avalanche, and of course in this particular case Avalanche subnets, and I think that's going to be quite big as well. Looking forward to the comparison video between Pepe Coin versus Based AI. Yeah, I think, look, I have already done I think I've done several Based AI videos. I will look to try and do some comparison. They're not comparable. I think they're compatible. And the way I've gone about doing that is I believe AI on all metrics is going to outperform anything. Now, Pepe Coin is means to that ecosystem. So overall, I think the both of them do really well. But with Pepe Coin, you're relying mostly on the token burns for the price shock, whereas Based AI is building the next Tau, and that's where I would probably, like we talked about it privately. I think that's where my money is right now more. But I do hold a small bag of Based AI as a hedge for those token burns. Yeah, it's gonna start in 48 hours, man. I can't wait, bro. You reckon Ethereum transaction fees will still be cheap? No way, bro. No friggin' way. Guys, get Ethereum while it's cheap. Get ETH while it's on the floor. Because when that shit cooks, man, you're gonna be spending. Who wants to buy gas at $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 Ethereum? I don't understand that. So you got to calculate the GWI is going to be, the GWI is going to be sky high. And you got to get into the habit of using the this is the current price per Ethereum. So you've got to basically go start working out which one did I use before. I've actually got an integration. So check the ETH GWI. So right now it's 11.39 right now, or 12 plus. Look, we're still in that. The gas is still very cheap. Get your Ethereum right now, especially if you hold. Sorry, the GWI is right now at 7. So this is going to be where they kill people. I'm converting a lot of my tokens to Base if they're available on Base. Otherwise, yeah, stack up on that. T13 said BKN. Let's have a look. It's the RWA play, right? Yeah, had a decent bounce. Yeah, this one's not bad at all, bro. Not bad at all. See, with RWA, it's interesting because I'm betting heavy on Dusk Protocol to do well. I don't think you need to be overly diversified in RWA. We know what the winners are going to be on the basis of what's available, and you just need one small market cap. So yeah, I mean, this project has been done incredibly well. Look at this pump here in the BlackRock announcement. That is the one. That's the right there. Could he do that again on the back of another RWA announcement? Possibly, bro. Yeah, smash the like, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Yo, Peter, what's going on? I will be doing another video about AIN and, of course, the EXO project. Good afternoon, Raffaello. I don't hold any Vanry. I'll check it for you. I think it's one of the ones that was trending the other day. It's already 100 and... I mean, this chart is not... It's not really the worst chart in the world. Fully diluted market cap. All tokens are out. And already got a Binance listing, which is fantastic. Fleet of lightning fast chains, mainstream mass adoption. I'm waiting for, I mean, one of the big ones I'm waiting for, the two that I'm waiting for are Monad and Chi Network. But for what this is very good. has a decent ecosystem as well. I mean, it's a big project. Let's put it that way. I like it. Yes, but listen, Peter, it's pushing people out. I think this is what we were talking about here. So price remaining stable, but hash rate going incredible. So that's out for you. What do you think about Uki Labs? Ram, I've never heard of them, bro, but I'll check it for you because you're my bro. What's it called? Uki. Uki, man. Listen, I have no idea what this is. On the base chain, 200 million in market cap. Holy crap. Chart not bad. I mean, listen, that was a monumental drop. Trading volume 77,000 for a $250 million project. I suppose this is just on Uniswap and Mexi. Yeah, it's too big for me. Too big to be a speculative project. Building the deep info AI. Okay. See, immediately the website, it's got those, that Bitcoin vibe, colors. See, for any teams in the, in the building, you got to build a decent website. Animoca brands, all of those, kinetic. Looks interesting. Yeah, it requires further research, but yeah, interesting one. Yes, it's mined over, Alephium tokenomics. Yeah, it's mined over a period of 93 years, I think. Yeah, it's and also as well, remember, Alpha is burnt. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, so it's mined over 80 years. I know that graphic is not really clear, but it's this green bit here. And Genesis block over 4 years, 140 million. So listen, the supply that we've had, if you remember the last unlock that Alf had, it was completely smothered, even though it was like 3.5 million tokens, because the hash rate was just going nuts. And there you go. Proof of less work, 86 million will be mined and distributed to miners on block rewards over 80 years. Block rewards equals to time-based reward, hash rate-based reward. So it's kind of like, it's almost like with the transaction burns as well, or the fee burns. 100% of the transaction fees are burnt. Yeah, I did a college degree on the Alpha ecosystem. Yo, Has, what's happening, brother? Greetings to you. Kamala's watching Kamala answer questions is more painful than my portfolio. She would fix the economy. I wish you talk about honey badgers. Yeah, listen, all politicians are the same. Yeah, only 11 million market cap, 21 million fully diluted. Yeah, Blue Move is good. I think the entire SUI ecosystem will do well, but Blue Move is one of the, one of the good projects there. Right now, this whole entire ecosystem is going nuts. I mean, look at Plub, $44 million. And Blue Move should be here. You can already see, I mean, look, when you see these big cliffs, right? You still got a lot of people holding quite a few tokens. I would say this recent pump, right, along with SUI, 7 cents. If you look at the tokenomics, they're not the worst. And I think this does, obviously, this has, it's a dual play. It's SUI and Aptos. So you can actually select the chain if you look over here. And that's why I love Cetus. I mean, look, you're not benefiting from one chain, you're benefiting from multi-chains. And that's what Cetus offers as well. So yeah, this is a very good, it's a very good project. I don't hold it. I hold a ton of Cetus. I hold some Plub as well. But yeah, I do like this. And also this opens the entire NFT market to SUI, because SUI is obviously built for a very fast transactions and NFTs. Bro said Casper is a toxic waste of time. Look, if you go to my, if you go to my channel, and you look at videos, the beginning of my YouTube live, all I talked about was Casper. And it got to a level where Casper can look after itself. And look, this is like 9 months ago. But if you go beyond that, this is all content about Casper 11 months ago, a year ago. Casper just announced on Tangent Wallet. So when I talk to these some Casper dickheads, I would say, not everyone, and I talk about Alephium because obviously people will make more money with a smaller market cap crypto. Casper bag is already packed. You can see here, I was talking about Casper's exchange listings. I would say I've done more for this community than most of my other projects. And sometimes people forget that. So a few times I had incidents where, these videos are over a year ago. Look at this, DCA into Casper. When you look at the price of Casper then, it was absolutely nothing. This is what I'm talking about. So the other day I posted my expectation for Casper. And I said at the very height of the bull market, Casper could go to a maximum $3. But I'm looking at Casper between anything between $1 to $3. And I was attacked by this Casper Maxi on X. Well, guys, look at these. I mean, look. Casper to 10 cents soon. The price of Casper then was a penny, two cents, maybe. Sorry. And I started to buy this at around 50%, 60%, 70% of a penny. So I've been in it for a very long time. But here's the thing. When I posted that up to $3, this guy just started to attack me saying, why are you so bearish on Casper? And I thought, okay, let me engage with this guy. And he said, and the guy goes, your price targets, and he had a decent following. So he was like, your price targets of $3 are bearish. And straight away I thought, shit, I need to hear more from this guy. This is fucking fantastic. Excuse my French, but I thought the guy was a legend because he was telling me I was being bearish at $3 Casper. So you do get the ADA vibes. I mean, if you've been in the cycle, there was a time when if you said anything about, if you told people to sell ADA because the crash was happening, they'd come and bite your head off. If you talk to XRP heads, they would bite your head off. If you say XRP is not going to go to $13,000. And I think Casper has beautifully acquired a cult of people that are just incredibly mad, and they're going to get a lot of people wrecked. But when Crypto Galaxy says Casper to Casper to $10 or $50, I love it because I hold Casper. So yeah, there you go, bro. Some idiots over there. Kuman said, once again, need your view on the upside beyond 20x. Um, would like to see on Miria and G Swift. Yeah, I think they both they I think they can achieve that. Um, although the price action of Miria, the recovery has been for a lot of our gaming tokens anyway. Recovery has been very good, but it still has a long way to go, in my opinion. Look, this is falling. It now has a respectable bounce, very, very good bounce, and $85 million. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that. And G Swift, of course, with the token burns. The thing about G Swift is it also has, as well as being an infrastructure, it also has an AI element to it as well. Again, you saw me buying the dips on G Swift, but it stayed there. So if you look at this price action, it hasn't recovered that much compared to GFAL or Miria or the other projects. So this project, obviously, that's a great cause for concern. However, I bought it around these levels because my bet is if in a gaming season, as long as there isn't any bearish news out there. In fact, there was bullish news. I mean, this is bearish, isn't it? The Costco hot dog. I mean, what they're trying to be funny? Is this Inspector Rug? What's happening here? So they've obviously announced the massive token burn. And what is this? Mainnet. What's happening here? Don't sleep on G Swift with everything. Cooking, gaming, AI, deep in, modular blockchain. So what? Are they going into deep in an AI now? Incubation, token burn. That token burn is what I'm interested in. So you could say undervalued below 10 cents is an understatement for a project like this. But we don't want to see Twitter posts. We want to see some price movements just for confirmation of where the direction is. Joins the Fetch AI Foundation for AI. So there's things happening there for sure. Stephen said, what about TechTem? Do you think it will, they are decentralized enough with only 12 nodes? This has been a concern, and, even wallet distributions. I think the question that I would ask myself is the trust in any cryptocurrency project, with the exception of Bitcoin, and even Ethereum has been sold off by Vitalik and the foundation, significantly. But of course, it's big enough to absorb these things. I think that is the risk that we face, and I do agree with you. The holders of the I didn't like the wallet distributions. I saw that there was a massive sell-off, but Tectum still is going to catch fire, and this is where I try to sometimes compensate my overall balance of a project with what I think it's going to do. Where's Ted? Let's have a look at Ted. The thing about Ted, so when it was under $10, now it's sitting at $11. I still think this is one of the best opportunities in crypto. I know many projects. I mean, even Sui in the past has been accused of not being decentralized enough. So what's happening to their site? So I still think Tectum offers a very, very good opportunity. I know their website's is playing up or still loading, but that is a concern for sure. SLED is going to make millionaires in the book, considering the quality of the project, utility, and multi-narrative small market cap. Thanks a lot, Jaro. Let's have a look at SNL. What is this? Yeah, if it's not on CoinGecko, is it SNL? SLN. SLN. Can't get this one out, bro. Solent? Nah. Preview only. What's the ticker? PG Thoughts. PGPT. Never heard of this. PGPT. I'll do a few more. Private AI. Let's have a look. Fucking hell. What is this? Sorry. Yeah, this is taking the biscuit. Yeah, not worth it, man. Yeah, this one is not worth it. It looks like a proper shitcoin. I would advise to keep it moving. Yeah, Jake said Creo is his best performer. Token is so underrated, especially in Asia. It's massive in Malaysia. I mean, the team comes out of Malaysia. And I mean, if you're obviously an OG here, you know this is going to end up in Binance. 6 cents, still nothing. We literally bought it here on, in August. And obviously there was a previous dip to that back in July. But look, this is going to go to $1 plus, in my opinion. And yeah, I think this is a very, very good investment, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I do hold it, of course. We could see a Binance happening. Don't quote me on that, but Creo is way too close. So look, most of these teams from the East, like for example, teams like Creo Engine, they will get to Binance. And I think eventually, I mean, they do a lot of spaces with Binance. There was something here that I saw the other day as well. Look how big they are, man. Come on, guys. You can't tell me like there were more people in the East. This is the bull cycle from Wu-Tang Clan 12 Chambers. I love this token, man. Give us that Binance listing. This goes over $1. We take that profit. Thank you very much. And that's all she wrote. But yeah, nice investment, brother. Let's take a couple of more. Will I ever get to the bottom of these questions? Superverse. Yeah, this is the other thing as well, guys. So I said something today in the private community where I was comparing Superverse. What Elio Trades is doing out there is to take all of the gaming projects, the big ones, and put them into Superverse. Then some kind of an ETF comes out for gaming, and obviously they get spot ETFs. But obviously, don't hold me on to that. But Creo Engine X, a Superverse partnership. So yeah, wicked stuff, guys. As always, let me see. Best pick in gaming coins. Yeah, absolutely, brother. What's going on, OJ? I was going to compete with Ethereum. I've always had a feeling about the Ethereum proof. Yeah, I think proof of less work as a mechanism is nuts in that sense as well. Wisdom Ice AI, your thoughts? Yeah, I've heard about it before. I've looked into it a little bit, and I don't hold it. But yeah, it could pump. Why is your top project? Ozzy said, actually by dollar value. Let's have a look. So I bought AGI very, very low. Okay. I bought AGI last year at a very, very low price. I think as a community, we had a very good entry. It's one of the best, of course, one of the best calls I've made. And it has inflated. I hold AGI in 2 separate quantities in 2 different wallets. And from a performance standpoint, first of all, we're here to make money. AGI has probably made me the most money of all of my AI tokens. And that also includes a very good entry for AI tech. So, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. in terms of, whether you ask me about AGI and the I love you network and the use case for Lucy, I couldn't care less where that goes. I think fundamentally speaking, there are also big players starting to get into AGI. People like Crypto Bacon has recently entered into AGI, and I can see it having a fetch AI type of run. So yeah, that's why, bro. It's the money in the bag. Yeah, Manta. Steve, I announced that I got out of Manta, and the reason for that is layer twos, by and large, have absolutely been disappointing. Now, I love Manta Network. I think our modular layer two is brilliant. It's a developers network. It's now obviously way back from where it was. This was at the low 50s, I think 60 cents, 68 cents. Yeah, so over $1 here is quite respectable for a large project like this. But I think it's just way too niche for people, for regular investors. And again, layer twos, if ETH doesn't perform, which it hasn't at all, layer twos have no chance. And since the start of the base chain, if you look at the money flow into base through Aerodrome, I don't know if the layer twos will be required to the extent that we have ZK layer twos, we have modular layer twos, we have so many different layer twos in the market. You've got Metis, you've got competition is quite tough for Ethereum layer twos, and base is killing it right now. So as a project, I love it. I think it's kind of like one of these technical projects, but for the average investor, bridging between Manta and Pacific is just a headache. So that's why I got out of it, bro. Where has the hype? The hype behind. So Alex Becker has mentioned Marvia. I think Elio's talked about Marvia. The hype's still there, but not to the extent of the launch, because the KOLs were tied into the tokens pre-launch. But they will get that back. Again, I showed before that they listed on Binance. So Pepe is another one. The next Pepe, from the Far East. With this money, so with China liquidity, the Chinese Pepe should do really well, right? So it's really a good time to, in the next few months, to really consider what tokens from the East that will do really well. We saw what happened with that narrative from the Mu Deng. There was the sister of Mu Deng, which is Mu Toon. There was Mu Diddy on Pump Fun. It's insane, man. Most of the YouTubers are 20 to 50x on AI techs and AGI, and they want to shill it if the normal people buy it. Yeah, I think, listen, eventually, look, 10x is a good settlement. I genuinely believe a lot of people haven't seen a pure 10x. And, for example, AGI goes from 20 cents to $2. So you've got to remain realistic in that sense. The time has come now to put those expectations in terms of an exit point. But could a certain element of the bag go to, like, say, $4? It's possible. Could it go to $5? Yeah. So considering that we're not going to all sell at the right time, I think targeting an initial investment out and then a 5x, a 10x, and then leaving a moon bag is really probably the strategy now. But people are forgetting we should see astronomical amounts of money flow into the market. This graphic shows you that we're just looking at the Chinese stimulus checks and FTX money coming back into the market, the US rate cuts. It's going to be wild. I think this is the perfect storm. I sold 30% of Sui just in case it dips, but also, you took that. That was beautiful, bro. I'm really proud of you, man. AGI and AI, the best AI tokens, but yeah, hands down. Crest, Cubic, Helium Mobile are my worst performing tokens. So I've literally bought Cubic at the depths. So I've always liked Cubic, but I didn't really see the point of trading, $5,000 per billion to where it was. So you can actually see here, I've started to build a Cubic bag from the lows. Crest is just literally a hedge. You should be getting out of Crest on the launch of Peak. I think it was airdropped, if I'm correct, to Peak holders. That's how the price just rocketed. And then, of course, helium is a big one. I do have in the next couple of days, I'll be releasing a video. I'm just waiting for a delivery for review, but I'm about to actually review a competitor to helium, and I'll release that on the channel. It's gonna be great. The best option to buy Turbo or Brett, more potential in terms of gains. Look, Brett is really what I consider to be a blue chip meme, and therefore, even though recently Brett has had a bit of a cool off, a bit of a FUD, and it was trading well below the these prices. Look, 6 cents, 7 cents, and I picked up some Brett there. I think Brett goes into the multiple billions of dollars. I mean, I could see this doing 20, 30 billion dollars. And Turbo is the first ever meme coin created using ChatGPT or AI. So this is really a significant project for the birth of AI in general. Now, 400 million versus 900 million, I tend to side with Brett, only because I think Brett has, even though this obviously got the Binance listing, money flow is going to be there, Turbo is going to be huge. But when you look at Brett and what Brett really stands for as the largest kind of protocol on the base chain, I think Brett does incredible numbers. But Turbo, of course, is amazing. Nobody knows what Turbo is capable of. I mean, look at this. This is astronomical stuff. And where it is right now, I can see this going into the multiple billions of dollars. Yo, Rugpool, my guy, you're talking about Kizuna. I love that. Turbo, Kizuna, Menaki, Ponke. Yeah. Yo, Lava Orange. Yo, I like that. I like that. But listen, a lot of people don't actually know. I posted a buy alert under $4 million for Kizuna. And this is the first ever meme coin built on Bitenso Tau with a use case. And you can see, obviously, it's been traded around. But what I do like about this is they've dropped 50% of the tokens to Ryoshi. So, yeah, I mean, very good community, very strong tokenomics, fantastic use case. And with their, I believe with their bot, you can actually generate, very good graphics on the Telegram bot. The Telegram bot. So yeah, that's cool. Move Pump. Yeah, I think Move Pump is going to be male to female dynamics, my brother. Love that name. Legend. Yeah, I think that this is gonna obviously add to the Solana narrative competition. Yesterday I went over to pump.fun, and the amount of shit coming out of there is incredible. So that's gonna be one to watch. I think that's gonna go crazy. Plub Crypto Lord, first meme coin will be better than. So the first meme coin on Sui is actually is FUD the pup. So from an original perspective, FUD is the OG. Again, this was sub 10 million. It's now at 24 million. FUD the pug. And then, of course, you've got Blub. And the race is on. I mean, this is going to be, hopefully, Look, Ethereum has obviously several $1 billion plus meme coins. Same with Base. Same with most of the big layer ones. I think this is going to be the next one here for $1 billion. Of course, we're going to see correction here, guys. So plenty of time to get back into these projects. Do not FOMO. These things are almost at their all-time highs. I mean, this is at its all-time high right now. So yeah, that's gonna be quite funky. I aped onto NaviX at 10 cents. Amazing, bro. Listen, man, you're my right hand man for Sui. Look at that. What kind of aping was that? Beautiful. The entire ecosystem has just completely gone nuts. But I've noticed something with Sui. They all react with they all react with Sui. So when Sui corrects, you'll get good opportunities, and then you just $1,000 here and there, and then ride it to the moon. Would it 30x? Who knows, brother? Who knows? Potentially. Yeah, Sui went nuts. I will join. Yeah, Paul, welcome, brother. Listen, it is a place of legends. I have 3 under the radar gaming gems. XVG, sorry, engines of, is that Fury? I think these 3 will be successful. Yeah, very good list there, bro. Hey Ziad, what's going on, Mr. Curry? Hello DXP, I recently saw your videos. I support what you say. Can you please tell me your point of view about Synternet and Monad? So Monad, you should have definitely some money. I think Q4 is going to be spectacular for us. Monad for me is the layer 1 of this cycle, and it's not even launched yet. I think this will be let me just put Monad crypto here. Yeah, so very good. I think with this one, we've got to see the valuation of the launch. This is going to be a title killer for a lot of projects. So most of you should be holding some USDT on the sidelines to possibly participate in this fantastic, and this is a multi-cycle play. Right now, of course, we don't know the size of the launch, but it's going to be massive. Transaction speed, and this is why I bought, I did very well out of my say purchase, but eventually a project like this is going to reinvent the layer 1 blockchain space. So it's not all doom and gloom for us. I think the launch in Q4 is going to be hectic. So yes, I agree with you with Monad. And then you said, what's the other one? Synternet. I haven't heard of, to be honest with you, brother. But let's have a look. Synternet. SYNT. I mean, first of all, I don't like their logo. From far, it looks like an ambulance logo. Let's see if the project needs an ambulance, if this is the correct one. Holy moly, bro. Yeah, I don't know why you would. Yeah, this is a straight pump and dump in the textbook. Now, let's be fair to it. Let's drag this chart further down. Is there any life in this? Yeah, decent. It's woken up a bit. Yeah, this one, I'm not sure what this is, but I wouldn't buy something like this at all. Endless data, infinite possibilities, real-time execution. I mean, what is this? A data layer? Yeah, nah, this is nowhere near Monad. I would say, let me see, I'm looking for backers. I'm looking for big money here. Yeah, nah, this one is yeah, this one I wouldn't even look at, but this is where the money is. Thank you for that. Much appreciate. Paul, I thought you said, can you look into the weird exchange for a minute? I thought that was a new Snoop Doggy Dogg launch. Yeah, I'll take a look, bro. Guys, yeah, this has been a brilliant stream and a marathon. Wix token. Looks like a building. Ooh. What is this? 25 million in trading volume. With no. It's just the DEX, right? Like there's no Wix token. Native introduced global operating ERC20 protocol. What is the Wix ecosystem? I hate when they come out with all these words. Serves as a dynamic incentive mechanism for rewarding partners and contributors. Pre-sale. Yeah, now I'll skip this one. Of course, it's got Banksa, MoonPay. Probably worth a read. Probably worth a read. Further research into it, bro. Thank you for that. More Marvia or more based AI for the bull run? Oh, that is a very good question. Depends how big your bags are for each. I would say, you know, I've set a certain level where each one of these should be targeted. So, yeah, I think the answer depends on how you want to expose yourself into the market. Do you believe AI is going to be king? Do you believe gaming is going to be king? And then just balance the books that way. Thank you for the clarity, brother. God bless you, man. Peter's my guy. Bro, ML price prediction at least. What do you think it will go to? I think I've already look. You haven't seen it. Let me just. So mint layer is here. It's I'd probably say from this point, 30x at the top, maybe 20x would be good, just to pack the bags and go. But yeah, I mean, listen, you know, there are plenty of projects that will do 10x and still be very good. You know, if you had a massive bag, I mean, if you had, for example, my entry for AGI and you get a 20x, you're still going to do well. If you had recently bought the dips and, you know, you may get from a low, the lows that Mintlayer has been on, you may get a 30x. You may exit at 20x. It really all depends. I mean, these are mere projections, in my opinion. You know, the situation is quite fluid in that sense. But overall, the one thing I know is, again, I go back to this whole entire thing about China printing, the, you know, US going into crazy prints. This is a once in a life cycle, guys. And we are the people that will come back into the best next bear market with some really, really good dry powder. I would congratulate anyone who gets over $100,000 in this cycle is doing phenomenally well, because your life chances change completely the moment you go above 100K. Mr. Yes, sir. Why does Casper just keep crapping itself? Yeah, I think Casper has to, you know, now it's obviously not a small project. You know, you need a lot of money to move Casper. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I think I've done a marathon, but I see my brother Johnny's just come in. Second that. Say hi, the real PG's over here. And yeah, Johnny's over here. So I think I've answered most of your questions, guys. But listen, it's been a fantastic stream. Let's have a look. I've got to take this one. Would you flip ML after a 10x? Look, I will at 10x, guys. We're gonna have to take profits. And again, there's going to be, and we will have this discussion, of course, in the Discord group. But I would say there will be significant psychological levels to take profit at. And the one thing we can't do this cycle, a lot of people haven't sold in the last cycle. And 10x's rolled into other projects in the cycle are still going to be quite incredible. Yeah, I have checked Jill, bro. I don't know if it's woken since, but I will definitely, guys. Look, I've clocked in over 2 hours. It's been fantastic. Thank you. The least you can do for me is to like my video. I should at least see 120 likes, 121 likes in this live stream. God bless you all. Look after yourself. It's a dangerous world out there. Let's pray for peace. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Cheers.